Now that we have worked out with the leasing related assumptions, let's start our focus on the next set, which is the construction related calculations. So, the first phase of the project, which is the build phase or the construction phase. So, what I would be looking at is here I would like to handle the construction related costs. So we'll try to put up all the construction related calculations and all here. But yes, before we look into it, couple of things that we have to make sure which is consistent across all the sheets is this particular framework for ourselves, the year as well as the phase, right? Because the construction related calculations will be applicable wherever the year is a construction year, whereas the operations related calculations will be applicable wherever the year is a operations year. So but what we will do is we'll try to maintain consistency across, so as not to create any kind of a differentiation in the process. So what we will do initially to start with is to use the same thing across. We will not use any kind of copy paste. Rather, we would be simply going with a simple logic saying if this particular value is equal to blank, leave it as blank. Otherwise, copy this value. So with this exercise, what will happen is the same thing I'll drag to the second, and as we have done it even in our earlier thing, I'll do this dragging exercise up to the AZ column to maintain that level of consistency. We have to visualize the problem right in the beginning itself. So what we are able to see here is, yes, this is talking about only up to 33 years. The first 2 years are the construction period. So whatever the construction related costs that are going to come up, it would be in this particular area. Fair enough. Now I need to know what are the costs that are incurred in each of the cases. If we go here, whatever are the costs that are applicable for the first 2 years of the project. So these are some of the costs that are applicable for the first 2 years of the project. So either the simple way is all these things again could have been modeled as separate projects altogether, right? So what generally we do is work out all this construction cost related stuff elsewhere, right? We can work out all the construction cost related stuff elsewhere, and we can bring out one entry here saying total base construction costs. Why are we talking about total base construction costs? On the top of it, a lot of other costs will be incurred for us. What are those other costs? Yes, I am talking about pre-operative cost, which is a percentage of the total cost. So I'll call pre-operative costs. It's basically like during the construction period, we incur a lot of operating expenses. Like in this first 2 years of construction period here, probably we might have incurred on the employees, we might have incurred on the office space before our operations really commence, because in this case the operations are really commencing only from year 3. So until those operations are commenced, we are incurring some kind of a cost which could be for employees or for some promotions, whatever the operations costs which we are incurring before the start of the operations phase. That is what we are calling as pre-operations cost. And whatever these kind of cost, even that cost is built into the construction cost only. That is what we call it as pre-operative cost capitalized. Capitalized means we are treating it as a part of the construction cost itself. So even that cost we have to handle. Then we are talking about project development cost. Even that is incurred as a cost in the first 2 years of the project. So we are only listing out what all costs could be possible, right? We are even talking about the stamp duties. These are some of the costs that are applicable during the construction phase. Okay, we are getting into stamp duties. We have some upfront premium. The typical usage of an upfront premium could be either I may have to pay to my consultant or some advisor, and that's an upfront cost for advising on this entire process or for various reasons. So there are probably in some government projects, the government expects that the developer pays an upfront premium to the government to take up this particular exercise. So that is also a cost that is inbuilt into the process. Then we have the registration charges. Again, there could be different rules associated with registration. So let's look at the registration charges. Even that is applicable for the first 2 years of the project. Then insurance and financing costs. So we are talking about all these costs in the first 2 years of the project. Insurance charges and even the finance costs. So all these are the various costs that are incurred during the construction phase, and this does not include what we call as interest during the construction period. We'll handle it slightly separately. The finance costs are basically the administrative thing with respect to the administration, documentation kind of thing with respect to the loan that is going to be taken. So it does not really include the interest. The typical finance charge is nothing but the interest on the loan that I am not including as a part of these costs. Now, the one thing which I have to be comfortable with is all these costs, they are spread over the period of 2 years.